how to get a professional job as an immigrant. You know, it's like a glass ceiling. You know, breaking through the glass ceiling. Trust me, is there. And also, I hear some people when they're moving abroad, they're like, but I have this qualification, I have the other qualification. Can I be able to get a job? Um, Coming from where I come from, I'm Nigerian. I must tell you, is there are specific qualifications which are viable in this country. When you talk about maybe in the health sector, those are qualifications, most of them that even equivalent, like lab scientists in this country. If you're a registered lab scientist in Nigeria, you can come in here and get a job straight on. As a nurse, maybe they will start you up as a trainee, not as a qualified nurse, until you take their professional exam to get in there. The same with doctors as well, you know. So, but with social science and administrative courses, trust me, if you come here, I haven't seen anyone. I'm not saying that it's not possible, but I've been in this country for 13 good years. I haven't come across anyone who was able to switch without doing something to add up to it. And also, I know Nigerians, Africans, Indians, Caribbeans who came to this country for studies, it's not always easy, you know, for them to transit because it's an investment. Trust me. In as much we are all migrating, majority 90% of us is migrating, and like I will always tell you, migrating is not bad. Do not feel inferior that you are a immigrant. No, it's a wrong mindset. The world in general have migrated. Donald Trump's father was once a grandfather was once an immigrant in United States of America. Joe Biden comes from Irish origin. Obama, you know his story. All the white Americans in Americans are not truly American. They are all immigrants, as me and you is in this country. And everyone at one point or the other migrated. All the colonized nations, who those that colonized them, it was economic migration before they realized that those people they can somehow influence their government on them. So migration is normal. As long as life continues, it's normal. So please have it in mind and don't have inferiority complex about you migrating. Whether you are 1 year old in this country, 3 months old in this country, or 20 years, you are no different. If only you know what you are doing, you are no different. So that is it. So to be able back to our subject, to be able to break into professional career after studies. Like I was saying, it was an investment in as much you migrated with it. It was an investment because it was your sweat, whether your parents' sweat or your own money. You fought you work for it before paying yourself through uni. So your goal was to make use of it, but it's not always the same. It's not always easy after that studies to be able to break into the career world. It's not always easy. So the question is, how can I make it possible? Remember, without problems, nothing in life you see today would have been in existence. Without the problem of communication back in the days where it was only letter writing, there won't be telephone that even went on to become cell phone. So whatever problem it is not a matter of no-go area. It's a matter of what do I need to do to go beyond there to where I'm going to. So in this very case, those are the information I'm about to give you. Let's assume, let's assume you studied administrative, maybe business management or business administration, you know, and the study, yes, it's an amazing program, you know, and you come up, you have this business. It might be that yes, you even have business ideas, but as a matter of fact, you have to be able to work to understand how the setting works, and then be able to maybe progress. But taking it from where we're going. You studied business administration, and in this very case, you want to be able to get a job. What do you need to do? There are two things involved. Two things involved. Number one is, how good is your CV? Unfortunately, it is what it is. We have entry level. We have entry level in every career. But companies, they are either employing first class students in entry level, or they are employing someone with experience. Take it from me. They are either employing first class students, graduates, or second class upper. They will even state it to you, we only want second class upper. And if you check people who graduate, 80%, 70% of them is within second class, and even second class, lower class. So does that mean they're not employable? No. Even education does not even guarantee what you are capable to do. So then that brings down to the question, how can I still get that job? Because I've been trained, I've gone through school, and I don't need that job. So one thing, among the things you need to consider is your CV. Now, how can you even have a CV since you're a fresh graduate? It's a question to ask. And if you ask it, you are not wrong. And how are you expected to have experience if you're a fresh graduate? Which is also, a question to ask. And the other one is, what if you didn't graduate as a first class student or second class upper? It's just what it is. And you're not going to be, because of it, go back to school, or maybe you were working so hard, and because of it, you couldn't just achieve it. It's just what it is. But you still need to progress to the next level. So my tip to you on how to enter into to break through this glass ceiling is, look for someone working as a professional. Look for someone working as a professional. What I mean by looking for someone working as a professional is not like, back in Africa, whereby before you get a job, you have to know someone there. Not really. No, not really. But what I mean by looking for someone in that work setting is, that person will give you the right information. Here in the Western world, information is everything. Back in Africa is who you know. The person might not give you information, he will just spoon feed you and pass you through. But here, information of what to do is what you need. That person will be able to tell you how he was able to break into the system, what you need to do, are there training that you need to take, how do you need to come up with the required CV? Trust you me. Without it, like you are without a good CV to get a job, a good tailored CV to get a professional career job as an immigrant, as an immigrant graduate, is gonna be like a camel walking through the eye of a needle. So my advice to you is, look out for people in that sector. How do you look them out? That is another question. How do you find them? Let's assume your circle of friends, they are all fresh graduates, or your circle of friends, they are all security workers. How do you find these people? Is the question. Then my advice to you, I don't know your race, but if you can be able to be concise about this, looking for your race. You might be Indian, look for an Indian trainer. Indian trainer, I'm not talking about anything he's training. Look for an Indian trainer. I'm giving you, this is a sincere tip. So I'm not being political here, politically correct. Trust you me. UK is a diversified country, but UK, everyone exists in their community. Everyone exists in their community, and you get the best information through your community. So look for your community where you can identify with someone who is a trainer from your race. is very important because that person will be open enough to give you the information you need. And if you are going for a training, sometimes the training doesn't cost too much, but everything you put in it, believe you me, it is an investment that worthwhile. It does worth it. Go for it. And going for it, don't just be a student. Please hear this. I hear some people who say, I have done that training, I didn't get any job. I have done that training, I didn't get any job. Please don't just be a student who comes and just go. No, you have come there for a lot. It's beyond those things they're teaching you. Most of them you study them in school. Most things they're teaching you in those courses, you study them while in university. It's a surety. But one thing that is necessary is that you haven't come for that alone. You have come from every possible information you need to break into the professional world. Every information, apart from that knowledge of what is stakeholder management, of network, firewall port configuration, of all those things. No, it's beyond it. Depending of the training which you have gone for, seek more, seek more. Bible says that he that asks shall be given, he that seeks that shall find, and knock at the door shall be opened unto you. Let me tell you, that is how the world revolves. You got to seek for information, seek for what will happen. How will you get a good CV? Seek for what comes after the interview. Seek for how can you be able to get people calling you. Seek for how to go about interview. Seek for how to survive as a new entrant in the work environment. Seek for all seekable. Please, if you have these guys, trust me, you will break in. Just come and thank me later. My journey in this country wasn't an easy one. So, and I know recently there's been a lot of also a move around, and I deem it my responsibility to give you guys whatever I can to get you up on your feet and running as soon as possible. Thank you very much for coming by, and see you next time.